The billionaire thought he was untouchable, until he told his black yacht captain to jump overboard, in the middle of the ocean. What happened next? It didn't just shock the guests on board, it shocked the entire world. Support us by 1. Subscribe, like, and share for more with activating the notification bell. Thank you. The sun was shining, the sea was calm, and the 120-foot luxury yacht, the Silver Siren, cut through the Mediterranean like a blade through silk. Owned by one of the wealthiest tech billionaires in the world, Gerald Whitmore, this was supposed to be a routine summer cruise from Monaco to Mykonos. Gerald was a man used to control. He built his empire from a garage to a global AI empire and didn't tolerate anything, or anyone, that didn't align with his vision. On this voyage, he brought a few select guests, other billionaires, influencers, and a couple of venture capitalists hoping for Gerald's blessing. But someone Gerald hadn't personally chosen was the yacht's new captain. Due to a last-minute cancellation, the company had assigned Captain Jordan Blake, a decorated former Navy officer with 15 years of maritime experience and an impeccable service record. As the yacht glided smoothly through the water, the guests laughed, sipped champagne, and complimented the flawless navigation. Gerald, impressed by the smooth handling of the vessel, asked to meet the captain, and that is where everything began to unravel. Captain Jordan Blake appeared on the upper deck, crisp white uniform, polished shoes, clean-shaven, and carrying a quiet confidence. Gerald looked up from his cocktail and froze. The moment he saw Jordan, a tall, composed black man standing in the captain's uniform, something in him flicked. His smile faded. The mood shifted. "You're the captain?" Gerald asked, blinking slowly. "Yes, sir," Jordan replied respectfully. "Captain Jordan Blake. Everything's running smoothly. ETA to Mykonos is 19:30 local time." There was a pause. A long, uncomfortable silence. Guests exchanged glances. Gerald narrowed his eyes. "I thought this was a premium service," he said slowly, like he was tasting something bitter. "It is, sir," Jordan responded calmly. "I've been with the line for 6 years. I assure you you're in very capable hands." But Gerald stepped forward. "Get off my yacht," he said flatly. Jordan blinked. "I beg your pardon?" I said. Gerald raised his voice now. "Jump off my yacht. Now. I don't care how qualified you are. I'm not paying millions to be captained by some—" He didn't finish the sentence. He didn't have to. Gasps filled the deck. Someone dropped their drink. A few guests looked around nervously, unsure whether to speak up or stay silent. But Jordan didn't move. "Sir, we're in open waters," he said with chilling calm. "Jumping into the ocean could be fatal. I suggest you reconsider what you're saying." Gerald's voice boomed. "Get off my yacht." The guests were stunned. Cameras discreetly started recording. Jordan, ever the professional, didn't raise his voice. "You're endangering a vessel and its passengers with this request. I'm obligated to maintain command until safely docked." Gerald turned red with rage. "I'll call the company, fire you, blacklist you. Hell, I'll buy the entire fleet just to make sure you never work again." Jordan didn't flinch. "You're welcome to file a complaint once we reach port. But until then, my priority is your safety, even if you don't appreciate it." The guests were now fully engaged. Some pulled out their phones, others looked visibly uncomfortable. One guest, a young entrepreneur named Alina, stood up. "Gerald," she said firmly, "this isn't okay. He hasn't done anything wrong. You're attacking him for doing his job." Another added, "Honestly, Jordan's the only reason we're even having a smooth trip. You're going to ruin your entire image over this?" But Gerald wouldn't back down. "You're all blind. This is my yacht, and I say who stays." Jordan calmly walked back to the helm. "Then you'll need to steer it yourself." With that, he set the yacht's autopilot and stepped aside, arms folded. Within minutes, the video clips hit social media. One of the guests live-streamed the confrontation. The caption read, "Billionaire throws captain off yacht for being black." This is 2025? It went viral in less than an hour. By the time the yacht docked in Mykonos, there were reporters at the pier. Jordan stepped off first, greeted by applause and camera flashes. Gerald followed, red-faced and silent. The story was everywhere. News outlets, podcasts, even talk shows. Gerald tried to issue a statement, calling it a misunderstanding and blaming stress. But the internet wasn't buying it. His companies lost sponsors. His board issued a public apology and forced him to step down temporarily. Share prices dropped. Meanwhile, the yacht company released a full statement standing by Captain Jordan Blake and offering him a promotion and a bonus. But Jordan had already received a different kind of offer from the Coastline Foundation, a nonprofit organization advocating for diversity in maritime leadership. They asked him to become the face of a new campaign, Command with Character. He accepted. In the weeks that followed, Gerald vanished from the public eye. His name became synonymous with entitled outdated thinking. Jordan, on the other hand, was everywhere. He gave interviews, met with young maritime students, and was even honored at an international maritime summit. When asked what he thought of Gerald now, Jordan simply said, "I don't hate him. I pity him. He saw my skin before he saw my service." But that's his loss, not mine. The world had turned upside down. One man's ignorance exposed to the world, another man's dignity raised up for millions to see. And to this day, when people talk about that infamous yacht voyage across the Mediterranean, they don't remember the billionaire's name first. They remember the captain, Captain Jordan Blake.